Have you ever heard of an animal that looks like it came out of a secret lab? There are hybrids so rare and incredible that even scientists are left speechless. From unlikely crosses like the Zorse to creatures that seem like living legends. And the last one on the list is simply unbelievable. Get ready for a journey through the most curious mixes in the animal kingdom. If you love nature surprises, hit that like button and subscribe, because today, these animal wonders will really blow your mind. 15th. Coy wolf. A coyote with the power of a wolf. Imagine the cunning of a coyote combined with the raw strength of a wolf. The coy wolf is exactly that. A natural hybrid quietly spreading through forests and even cities across North America. They emerge from spontaneous mating between wolves and coyotes, mainly where their territories overlap. The result is a resilient predator, stronger than a coyote, more agile than a wolf, a true survival specialist. Its appearance blends features from both parents. It has a sturdier build than a coyote, dense fur, and sharper ears. It's hard to spot at first glance. Unlike many hybrids, the coy wolf is fertile and forms stable family packs. Their howl is unique, starting high-pitched like a coyote and ending deep like a wolf. They're opportunistic eaters. They hunt rodents and deer, and even scavenge human leftovers in urban areas. They've been spotted prowling in suburbs and parks. This surprising hybrid proves that nature never stops reinventing itself. A silent predator shaped by adaptation and necessity. 14th. Zomo, or Zoa cattle adapted to the Himalayan heights. A cow that thrives where the air is thin and the cold can take your breath away? Meet the Zomo, also called the Zo, a hybrid of domestic cattle and wild Himalayan yak. This mix isn't just real, it's highly valued by mountain communities in Tibet and Nepal. The Zomo has strength, endurance, and a body built for extreme environments. Its thick, long coat can brave the intense cold of high altitudes. And despite its rugged look, it's more productive than its parent species. It gives more milk than a yak and is hardier than regular cattle. Most hybrids are sterile, but female Zomo can reproduce, making their breeding practical and sustainable. They're used for transport, milk, and meat. They're not aggressive, but their presence commands respect. With short, muscular legs, they scale steep slopes like mountain goats. The Zomo is a living proof of how humans and nature can combine to create the perfect animal for a challenging environment. 13th. Zorse. A zebra wearing a horse's body. Ever seen a zebra with a horse's body and wild temperament? That's the Zorse, a curious hybrid combining a horse's strength with a zebra's striking stripes. Zorses don't occur in the wild. They're bred in captivity, usually for research or curiosity. Each Zorse has its own unique stripe pattern, sometimes covering the entire body, sometimes only on the legs or neck. But they're not easy to tame. The zebra's temperament dominates, making the Zorse skittish and distrustful. So they're not used for riding like horses. They're also sterile. Like mules, they can't have offspring, a common result when species have different chromosome counts. Physically, Zorses are strong and agile. They handle rough terrain well, and their stunning appearance looks like something out of a fantasy story. This hybrid is an unlikely mix of beauty and resilience, showing how genetics can produce results as amazing as they are unpredictable. 12th. Zubbron. Wild brawn crossed with domestic breeding. Imagine an animal with the raw power of a bison and the docility of a cow. That's the Zubbron, a rare hybrid between European bison and domestic cattle. A true muscle fortress, strong, adaptable, and imposing. The Zubbron originated in Poland in the 20th century, part of efforts to create livestock resistant to disease and extreme climates. The goal was an animal as strong as a bison, but as productive as a cow. Physically, it's impressive. Massive stature, high shoulders, a broad head, and a thick coat to withstand harsh winters. It can weigh over 2,200 pounds and thrive where ordinary cattle struggle. It's also more disease-resistant and less picky about food. But despite its advantages, Zubbron breeding never took off widely, mainly due to management and reproduction challenges. Like many hybrids, the males are sterile. Today, only a few remain in protected reserves in Eastern Europe, seen as genetic curiosities and reminders of an ambitious experiment. Have you ever imagined a super cow born from forest and farm? Let me know what you think of this powerful Zubbron. 11th. Savannah Cat. A wild touch on your pet cat. Looking like a miniature leopard but living like a domestic feline? The Savannah Cat is a hybrid between an African serval and a common house cat, perhaps the most elegant of the hybrid cats. With long legs, big ears, and spotted fur, it looks wild, but behaves surprisingly affectionate. They're smart, playful, and deeply bonded to their owners. They can leap over 7 feet in the air with ease. That's right, it's a true feline athlete. And despite being larger, they adapt well to home life, as long as they have room to play. Their behavior is more dog-like. They walk on a leash, learn their name, and love to follow you around the house. This exotic mix has attracted breeders worldwide. But Savannah cats aren't legal everywhere, due to environmental restrictions and potential wildlife risks. Would you own a wild-looking feline as a pet? Tell us in the comments. 10th. Comma. When a camel meets a llama. Ever thought of mixing a desert camel with an Andean llama? That's the comma, a rare and unlikely hybrid created to blend resilience with companionship. It was developed in Dubai through artificial insemination. Since the two animals differ so much in size and anatomy, natural breeding wasn't possible. But the result was surprising. The comma is about the size of a llama, but with a camel's strength and endurance, and it doesn't have a hump. Its coat varies from short to wavy, and its large eyes give it a calm, curious look. It's more sociable than a camel and stronger than a llama, so some breeders see it as a useful light pack and companion animal. However, the comma is extremely rare. Only a few exist worldwide, mostly under scientific and veterinary supervision. Do you think the comma could be useful in other parts of the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments. 9th. Beefalo. Raw power from bison and domestic buffalo. What happens when you mix two of the largest grazing animals in the Americas? You get the beefalo, a hybrid that combines the ruggedness of the American bison with the gentler nature of domestic cattle. This animal is known for its strength, endurance, and adaptability. It was bred to produce better quality meat, leaner, richer in protein, and full of flavor. And it worked. Visually, it's impressive. Broad head and high shoulders like a bison, but with a more uniform and tame body like that of a cow. Despite its size, it usually has a calm temperament. It's also an efficient livestock animal. Beefalo can handle extreme weather changes, require less maintenance, and thrive on natural pastures. In many cases, the cross is fertile, making it easier to sustain the hybrid population. Even more, beefalo contribute to reducing the environmental impact of traditional cattle farming. Had you heard of this hybrid before? Let us know in the comments what you think about the mighty beefalo. 8th. Pisley, or Growler the bear born from climate change. A polar bear and a grizzly bear. Together? Sounds unlikely, but the Pisley, also known as a Growler bear, is real. It's a rare hybrid born where the habitats of these two species have started to overlap. Global warming brought them together. As the ice melts, polar bears move south, while grizzlies roam farther north. Occasional encounters led to this fascinating hybrid. The Pisley combines the pale coat of the polar bear with the darker snout of a grizzly. Its body is compact, suited for both cold environments and rugged terrain. It swims well, like a polar bear, but also climbs trees like a grizzly. Its diet is mixed. It eats everything from fish to berries. These hybrids are fertile, which worries scientists. They might outcompete the pure species, causing deep ecological shifts. The Pisley is a living symbol of a changing planet, an animal that shouldn't exist, but now walks through a world in transformation. What do you think about this? Are nature's hybrid solutions or warnings? Drop your thoughts in the comments. 7th. Mule. The quiet strength that shaped human history. It's not a new animal, but it's still one of the most well-known and useful hybrids in the world. The mule, born from a male donkey and a female horse, is a symbol of endurance and hard work. For centuries, mules helped with transport, farming, and even warfare. They carry loads over long distances, handle tough terrain, and eat less than horses. They combine the long body of a horse with the big ears of a donkey. Strong, sturdy, and no nonsense, mules are not easy to fool. Despite their usefulness, mules are sterile. Every new generation must be created from the original parents. They also live longer than many other equines. Some mules have been known to live over 40 years. With their silent strength, mules played a key role in the development of entire civilizations. A hybrid that, even without leaving offspring, left a lasting legacy. Have you ever been around a mule or seen one up close? Share your memories in the comments. 6th, Zonkey. The stubborn charm of a zebra-donkey mix. Can you picture a donkey with zebra stripes? That's the Zonkey, a super rare hybrid that mixes the toughness of a donkey with the wild looks of a zebra. This cross doesn't happen naturally. Zebras are very picky. But in captivity, it can happen. The result is a unique animal. Donkey body, striped legs, and a short mane that resembles a zebra's. Each Zonkey has different stripe patterns. Some look like they're wearing zebra socks. You definitely won't go unnoticed walking next to one. Behavior-wise, Zonkeys are as stubborn as donkeys and as wary as zebras. That makes them tough to train. So they're more of a biological curiosity than a working animal. Like other hybrids with mismatched chromosomes, Zonkeys are sterile. Even though they're rare, Zonkeys are a fascinating mix between the wild and the domestic. An animal that defies easy classification. Would you dare to care for a Zonkey? Let us know what you think of this mix in the comments. 5th, Holen. A fast fusion of orca and dolphin. Imagine combining the intelligence of a dolphin with the power of a false killer whale. That's the Holen, an incredibly rare and fascinating hybrid born from a bottlenose dolphin and a false killer whale. The first known Holen was born in captivity in Hawaii. Its appearance blends both parents. A dark body like a false killer whale, but with the sleek, agile shape of a dolphin. It's larger than a typical dolphin but smaller than a false killer whale. Its personality is highly energetic and intelligent, requiring constant engagement from trainers. One remarkable fact: the Holen can communicate with both species. It produces sounds that dolphins and false killer whales can understand. Even more surprising, it has proven fertile in captivity, a rare trait among marine hybrids. Watching it swim is like witnessing a fluid dance of speed and grace. Few animals inspire as much awe when seen up close. Did you know a hybrid like this existed in the oceans? Drop your reaction in the comments. 4th, Leopon. Wild elegance between leopard and lioness. Ever thought of a feline with the agile build of a leopard and the commanding presence of a lioness? That's the Leopon, an enigmatic hybrid that's little known but absolutely captivating. It's the result of a male leopard breeding with a lioness. The offspring has a long, spotted body like a leopard, but with the more robust frame of a lion. Its movements are stealthy and deliberate. It inherits the tree-climbing skill of the leopard along with the strength and endurance of lionesses. Leopons are rare and only exist in captivity. Natural reproduction between these species almost never happens. Its behavior is a mix too, solitary like a leopard or more social like lions, often depending on how it's raised. Despite their beauty, breeding Leopons raises ethical and conservation concerns. Many experts argue that these hybrids should be observed, not mass-produced. Still, there's no denying the Leopon is a marvel of the animal world. What do you think of this feline fusion? Share your thoughts in the comments. 3rd, Liger. The world's largest feline is a hybrid. Did you know the biggest feline on Earth doesn't live in the wild? The liger, a cross between a male lion and a tigress, is absolutely massive. Some can weigh over 1,100 pounds. This feline giant is only born in captivity. In the wild, lions and tigers don't share territories. But when raised together, the cross becomes possible. And the result is jaw-dropping. Ligers have muscular bodies, partial manes, and faint stripes. They show a fascinating mix of lion and tiger features, a golden giant with ghost-like markings. Despite their size, they're often gentle with handlers. But don't be fooled, they're still wild animals with unpredictable instincts. Ligers also face health challenges like joint issues and infertility. Their enormous size comes with biological costs. Even so, they captivate anyone who sees them. They feel like creatures from ancient legends, sparking debate over science, ethics, and awe. Do you think hybrids like these should keep being bred? Tell us, how do you feel when you see such a colossal animal? Second, Tigan, the overlooked beast of tiger and lioness. Few people know about the Tigan, but it's just as real as the famous liger. The difference. The Tigan is the reverse pairing, a male tiger with a lioness. The result is a feline smaller than a liger, but with an even wilder look. It often inherits the tiger's muscular frame and the lioness's compact agility. Its coat ranges from golden hues to darker stripes. Some even show spots from recessive genes. It's an exotic-looking animal with unpredictable behavior. Tigans carry features from both parents, but with a higher risk of genetic issues. They rarely grow over 660 pounds and often have limited development. They only exist in captivity, and because they're not as spectacular as ligers, they're less publicized and much rarer. Still, they're incredibly intriguing. Every Tigan is unique, with a complex personality and a look that blends strength, speed, and a hint of wild melancholy. Had you heard of the Tigan before? Tell us in the comments. Does it deserve more attention? First, Growler Bear / Pisley, the hybrid born between two extreme worlds. Imagine the meeting of the Arctic's top predator and the most feared bear of northern forests. The result: a rare, powerful, and adaptable creature. The Growler Bear, also known as the Pisley, the hybrid of a polar bear and a grizzly. This cross happens naturally, especially in Canada and Alaska, where global warming has caused their habitats to overlap. As sea ice disappears, polar bears move south, and grizzlies expand north, leading to this incredible encounter. The Growler Bear blends the grizzly's bulk with the lighter fur of the polar bear. It has a long snout, high shoulders, thick coat, and resilience in diverse climates. It's a versatile hunter, able to swim long distances like a polar bear, but also forage in forests like a grizzly. Its diet ranges from seals to berries. It's considered fertile, meaning it can reproduce with hybrids or either parent species, something that concerns scientists due to potential ecological shifts. The Growler Bear is a living symbol of planetary change, a hybrid that shouldn't exist, but has become a modern survivor. Had you heard of this meeting between two wild worlds? Let us know what you think of this true titan of the Arctic and the forest. These hybrids are truly incredible, aren't they? Each one feels like it came from a completely different world. But what if nature got even stranger, and just a little bit stylish? In the next video, you'll meet the weirdest chickens on the planet. One of them looks like it came from outer space. Curious? Then click the video on screen and keep exploring the wildest wonders of the animal kingdom.